Breaking story coming from Nagaland. The ruling NDPP, National Democratic Progressive Party, NDPP, whose founder is Nephew Rio, and the NPF, they are merging together. That is what we are getting to know. Highly placed sources have told Northeast Live that the NDPP and the NPF in Nagaland are merging. And already several rounds of talks have taken place between the two political parties. Let me tell you, viewers, the NDPP was formed in 2017 after a split with the NPF. It was originally the Naga People's Front, or the NPF. It split in 2017, and Mr. Nephew Rio split from the NPF and founded the NDPP. At this point in time, the NDPP has 32 MLAs in the 60-member assembly in Nagaland, and there are only 2 members of the NPF. But top sources, political sources from Nagaland say that the state needs to have a very strong political party, and that is the reason why the two political parties, the NDPP with 32 MLAs and the NPF with 2 MLAs, have decided to merge. It is almost on the verge of taking this final decision. Several rounds of talks have taken place. This is the big breaking story, exclusive on Northeast Live. We are breaking this story on Northeast Live this morning. The NDPP and the NPF are merging in Nagaland, and what sources have also told us that they are merging under the symbol or NPF symbol, which is the cock. That is the NPF symbol, and now NDPP symbol, of course, has been the globe. Now that is what they have decided, because the traditional symbol of the cock, or the has been the original symbol of the regional parties in Nagaland. That is the reason why they have decided to go with this symbol. This is a very big political development, viewers. Despite the fact that the NDPP has 32 MLAs in the state assembly and its founder has been Nephew Rio, the present chief minister. NPF, of course, has 2 MLAs. One of them is the Secretary General Achumbe Mokikon. The other is Azu Nenno. These are the 2 NPF families. Now, of course, we all know that Nagaland already has an opposition-less government for the last couple of years, and that has been done to facilitate, as they say, the resolution to the Naga peace process. So there is already a government in Nagaland where there is no opposition at the moment, but this decision to join hands or merge is a very, very significant decision. Let me tell you also, and it is a very interesting equation that both the NDPP and the NPF had with the BJP. NDPP is an ally of the BJP, and even before there was no opposition-less government in the state, the NPF also said that it was also an ally of the BJP. Now, at one point before the opposition-less government came into being in Nagaland, both the ruling NPF and at that time NPF, which was the opposition party, both of them said they're alliance partners of the BJP, or for that matter the NDA. So it has always been a very peculiar equation in Nagaland, and now the two parties have decided to join hands. This is the big development, only exclusive on Northeast Live, bringing you latest on this big political development in Nagaland, the potential merger, or the imminent merger rather, of the NDPP led by Nephew Rio and the Naga People's Front. Amrita.
Right. Also, Wasbir, what could be the possible reason behind this decision? After all, the NDPP has over 30 MLAs and 32 to be precise, Wasbir.
Well, the big reason is that, as we have been speaking to top leaders from the political spectrum, across the political spectrum in Nagaland over this development, they have confirmed that yes, several rounds of talks have taken place at the highest level. Of course, if the talks have not taken place at the highest level, this kind of a decision, this kind of a merger decision would not have moved forward. Now, the reason given by them, the sources which we have spoken to in Northeast Live, is that Nagaland needs a strong regional political party which will be aligned to the ruling party at the center, that is the BJP. Nagaland needs progress and development, and Nagaland needs to put pressure on the union government to bring about an early resolution to the Naga peace process. As the Nagaland Chief Minister, Mr. Nephew Rio, said recently, that the rampant factionalism among the Naga underground groups in Nagaland that is existing at the moment is retarding progress and economic development in the state. Therefore, in this backdrop, the Nagaland government and the political parties in Nagaland would definitely want an early resolution of the Naga political issue to the satisfaction, of course, of the stakeholders, but that is not taking place. Now, the Nagaland has tried by experimenting with an opposition-less government, and that has also not been able to yield much of a result because the parties are different. Now, to my mind, the two big opposition regional political parties, that is the Ndpp and the NPF, have decided to merge to come up with a strong regional voice from the state and hopefully able to impress upon New Delhi the need for an early and negotiated solution to Naga problem that is acceptable to the stakeholders. So that, to my mind, is the immediate urgency as to why the two political parties, the Ndpp and the NPF, has decided to merge. Now, the Ndpp may have 32 MLAs and the NPF may have just 2, but the NPF also has got a lot of support base within the state because this has been the original regional political party from which Ndpp has emerged 8 years ago in 2017, Amrita.
Also, Wasbir, Nagaland already has opposition-less government, and if now the Ndpp does merge with the NPF, it will truly be opposition-less in all ways, Wasbir?
Well, it'll be opposition-less in the real sense of the term if the Ndpp and the NPF merges. Only exception will be the Congress that does not have a single MLA in the 60-member state assembly. So the Congress is on the back foot because they don't have a presence in the state assembly, and therefore if the Ndpp and the NPF merges, it will be a real opposition-less government. Of course, there will be the NPP, National People's Party of Conrad Sangma, that also has some kind of a presence in Nagaland. So we have to wait and watch as to how things unfold in the next few days, and we have to wait and watch as to how soon the merger materializes on the ground.
Right. Also, Wasbir, of course, you mentioned that one of the very major reasons that this merger, reports of this big political development, this merger of Ndpp and NPF is seen on the cards. What importance it holds as far as Nagaland is concerned?
Well, Nagaland needs an early resolution of the Naga political issue. That is what the Chief Minister and everybody else has been saying. And the non-resolution of the Naga issue is said to be the main reason for the lack of progress and development in the state. All stakeholders in the state, whether it is the political class, whether it is the local people, whether it is the NGOs or the civil society organizations, peace facilitators, everybody wants an early and acceptable resolution of the Naga problem. And that is the reason why the nephew Rio government is also under pressure as the state government to impress upon the union government to walk the extra mile to resolve the Naga issue. But that is what is not happening for whatever reasons. Of course, the stakeholders have their own point of view, whether it is the NSC and IM or the NNPGs. So in this backdrop, the decision of the Ndpp and the NPF, their move to merge is a very, very significant political development in the state that will have a lot of ramifications in the overall socio-political scenario in the state of Nagaland.